So a quick look into the structure and Shavyfxhub. Shavyfxhub will never call you or text you for account management or any form of solicitation. We are strictly for educational purpose only. Resistance becomes support on 4 hours. 1. Resistance becomes support 2, giving you an ascending trend line. ATL. Break of structure, retest. RT slash SR. 1. Break of structure, retest. RT slash ROS. Technically, here is your new supply roof on that trend. So this is your new demand floor after break of structure. And I would like to put it also into perspective. You have here as a RT ROS after break of structure. That's another level of retest on 4 hours time frame. 1. Another retest. 2. And break of structure. And before the structure was broken, if you look here, you see a W structure, a double bottom, and break of a neckline of the double bottom. And you have seen a massive buy. A W structure, break of a neckline, retest, and you have seen that buy. What we had there was something like this. Let me put it into perspective. So we had something like this here. Break of a neckline, retest, and price left. And when you look down there, that's a double bottom, a bullish price action. Look at it, a double bottom, break of a neckline, retest, and price have left. So if price comes back there, it's coming back there to retest a clear broken resistance structure as a new demand floor. That is the only reason it's coming back there. That is the only reason it's coming back there. Without that, it has no reason to play in that zone. Without that, there is no reason to do that. So it's and I don't think it's gonna fall exactly the same over 1,000 pip push. This is over 1,000. Yeah, a push from here. It's you know that's over 1,200 pips. So maybe halfway, somewhere around here. Somewhere around here, you could see a reaction due to what you have here. So let me put this into perspective. There is a price action here, which might likely stop price, and but if it comes down completely, that's pretty fine. That's pretty fine for me. If it comes down completely, that's pretty fine. But do I see that happening? I can't tell you that that's going to happen. Yes, I'm not sure that's going to happen, but it's possible. It can. So to put that into perspective, you'll see a reaction here. There is a resistance structure here, and there is a support structure here. and there is another one. You have a breakout structure, and price came here, broke that structure. It could come back somewhere around 79, 4,179, 4,180. So am I trusting here? I don't trust here, but market could react there. Market could, market could. So um, for me, my preferred zone is to allow this market to return here around 4,130. A pushback into 4,140. That should be a buy. So I'm also going to put that designation there. So if price pulls into that structure, then it most likely a pushback into here is a buy, which will go back to confront here and will be subject to break and retest. So if it doesn't break here, then it might turn to bearish continuation. Might turn to bearish. The reason is because when you look at the price action from here, this is a double top structure, break out of the double top, break out of the neckline, and you see a retest. And technically, the neckline of this double top structure is somewhere around here. This is a double top structure. The neckline is somewhere around here. So when you have an M structure, this is what we have here. And the way these things come, they don't really come the way it's interesting. But one thing market does is it comes back to retest the neckline, right? So sometimes you could see that price could just come somewhere around here and react. This is the neckline of the double top structure. So I think price might just be using here to react, and you might have a very strong bearish drop from this area. You might, I mean, it's just very much possible. What we had here is this is the case we had here. This is the case we had. This is exactly at this point, and market is coming here to react, and you see the reaction here. It's equivalent to the reaction you have here. But ideally, I was expecting the market to pull here. But if the market pulls there, then this is no longer the double top. This is a W structure, a reversal price action that flipped, a W structure that flipped. So it flipped to an M structure, and on technical, the price action here should have been a buy, but that failed, right? What we should have had here was a reversal, but market seeked for deeper correction after a heavy rally. So I think we're still under intense bearish pressure. Don't overrule that. So everything has to be layer by layer. Every layer has to prove itself. Break above 4,206. We most likely move into another 500 pip zone where I expect a potential reaction here. Here's another ideal floor. Another ideal floor for a sell is here, somewhere around here. So this could be your next supply roof. So you technically layer by layer. So I think the 60 the 60 to 81 level could also attract some buying momentum. No one can tell, but I sense the signal, this buy signal. The origin of this buy signal came after price broke out from this descending trend line with a very strong and beautiful price action, and shortly after that you have seen what market did. And I posted it, and it was exactly as anticipated after a breakout from structure. So let me put it into perspective. And we had here as a support structure, we had here as resistance structure. I have here resistance structure, breakout of structure, makes here demand floor, and price has left. Voila. Bye for now.